I bet you didn't know that the word Hispanic was actually coined by a US government employee. It was created to group together people from Spanish-speaking countries in Latin America for things like the US Census. And there's a lot more to it than just that. It's actually been rubbing a lot of people the wrong way. So let us explain. Americans have been using the term Hispanic for years, but it's only been around since 1975. Before then, there was no one word to classify the Latinx community. In fact, until 1930, official counts like the US Census classified Latinx as white. And in 1930, when that separate category finally did come about, the US Census counted all Latinx as Mexican. Everyone was Mexican. Although the category was eventually removed, it wasn't until 1970 that the survey was amended to ask respondents if they were Mexican, Puerto Rican, Cuban, Central, or South American, or other Spanish. But the change resulted in confusion for some, who thought that Central or South American referred to specific regions in the US. So in 1975, a special committee met to decide on one catch-all term, and that's when a Mexican-American woman named Grace Flores Hughes made her case for the word Hispanic. Flores didn't identify with being Latin American, and growing up she said that people would call her wetback and dirty Mexican. Hispanic, she said, was much better than any of those other words. So the committee went back and forth between the word Latino and Hispanic, and in the end, Hispanic received the most support. With the help of Spanish language media, the Census Bureau was able to spread the word, and Hispanic became the Latinx community's new official identifier. It was used for the first time in the 1980 US Census. But who did that term really reflect? Who did it speak to and who did it neglect? Because not everybody embraced it. And that resistance continues to be felt to this day. The term comes from the Spanish language word Hispania, which refers to regions conquered by the Spaniards. So this makes a lot of people feel like the term revolves too heavily around the colonizer, this whitening of the community as a whole in its attempt to erase its indigenous and African roots. Latinx people are not homogenous. No, we come in different shapes, colors, sizes. We're brown, black, white. Many different Latinx experiences cannot be centered around a Euro-centric word. So today, Latinx are speaking up. They're reclaiming their language, they're embracing, not shying away from their history and identity. That's why the word Hispanic is less and less used, and more inclusive terms like Latinx are gaining way more popularity. Because when it comes down to it, language like this is never just about the words. It's about respect, it's about recognition, and it's about representation.